Greek mythology sells Zeus as the king of gods. But if you line up his most famous love stories, back to back the pattern turns ugly. Tonight, you're the jury. Is Zeus a romantic hero, or Olympus' main villain? Quick rule for this video, we're not doing modern gossip. We're looking at what the myths actually show: power, consent, consequences. And every story ends with someone else paying the price. Case 1 Io. Zeus wants her, and instantly the sky itself becomes an accomplice. A supernatural cloud hides them. Hera suspects. Zeus panics and turns Io into a cow. Imagine the terror, your body stolen to cover someone else's lie. And it gets worse. Hera doesn't punish Zeus. She punishes Io, sets Argus to guard her, then sends a stinging gadfly to drive her across the world. Zeus started it. Io suffers it. That's the formula. Case 2 Europa. Zeus doesn't approach as a god. He approaches as a perfect white bull, gentle, safe, almost cute. Europa climbs on his back, and the bull walks into the sea. The shoreline shrinks. The trap is already closed. Europa is carried to Crete, and her life becomes a political outcome. Kingdoms trace their bloodlines to this moment. In myth, romance becomes geography, and Europa's choice becomes history written by someone else. Case 3 Leda. Zeus arrives as a swan, a symbol of beauty, innocence, art. That's what makes it so disturbing. The myth wraps danger in elegance, then calls it a tale of gods. And the aftermath isn't private. It reshapes entire wars. From Leda's story come figures like Helen, and with her, the spark of Troy. One act becomes thousands of deaths. Myth loves to hide the blast radius. Case 4 Danae. Locked away by her father, guarded by stone and fear. Zeus doesn't knock. He becomes golden rain, slipping through the prison like fate itself. When a god can enter any room, what does safety even mean? Danae's father tries to erase the scandal by casting her and her baby out to sea in a chest. The man with power escapes consequences. The woman becomes a problem to be disposed of. Case 5 Semele. Zeus promises her love, but Hera sends a single idea like a poison needle. Ask him to show his true form. Semele asks. Zeus tries to refuse, but he swore an oath, and divine truth is lethal to humans. Zeus reveals himself. Semele burns, not because she's evil, because she's mortal. Then the myth twists the knife. Zeus saves the unborn child by sewing him into his own thigh. Dionysus is born from catastrophe. Case 6 Ganymede. A beautiful mortal youth. Zeus doesn't seduce, he abducts. An eagle shadows the sky, claws close, and suddenly a human life is lifted out of its own future to serve Olympus. In Olympus, Ganymede becomes the cupbearer, eternal, praised, trapped. Some call it honor. But the key detail is simple. It wasn't his decision. Immortality can be a golden cage, and Hera, Zeus' wife, becomes collateral damage too. The myths turn her into the jealous one, but look closer. She's reacting to humiliation repeated forever. Zeus creates chaos, and everyone else is forced to live in the explosion. So why do these stories exist? Maybe they're not love stories at all. Maybe they're warnings power can rewrite reality, disguise itself, and call the outcome destiny. The gods act, mortals absorb the consequences. Now it's your verdict. Is Zeus a romantic trickster or the villain at the center of Olympus? And which case shocked you most? Oh, Europa, Leda, Danae, Semele, or Ganymede? Write your judgment.